Welcome everyone to a super packed HCW this Wednesday. Jimmy and Jordy the Horror Hound in the booth with you tonight. And we are here to watch the Queen of the Ring take place. 2 title fights tonight as well, as Poison Ivy, who successfully defended her women's title against this Harley Quinn and her opponent that is about to come out here in the first round. The one and only Trish Stratus. But Harley Quinn will defend tonight against Moana. And then the World Heavyweight Championship, Brock Lesnar will take on the King of the Ring in a title fight, Darth Vader. That's going to be huge shortly. But tonight's tournament is for the Queen of the Ring Championship, and I am being told this is the final time that the Money in the Bank Championship is going to be a thing. It will come back in its original format in a ladder match, and we will talk about why exactly that is next week on HCW. But here in the early going, Harley Quinn all over Trish to begin tonight. 2 debuts as well in the first round. Surprises to be had. Underdogs, the whole 9 yards coming here tonight. Harley stretching Trish out here. Trish Stratus, I full-heartedly think Trish Stratus could have become women's champion at the King of the Ring, and it goes back to Ivy being down, Trish deciding to pose, and then Harley comes back in, plants Trish with a DDT, absolutely destroys her. Harley hits Ivy at this point is back up, hits the leg whip on Harley, pins Harley to retain 1, and only 1 count in the early goings of this opening round matchup. Tonight's show in its entirety, the Queen of the Ring, you can tell by, if you look at the time code, it's a super stacked, almost like a super show, less than 2 weeks away from Spring Break Massacre. Next week, there will be back-to-back shows. One will be a little bit longer, but 2 HCW shows next week when we make that big announcement. And then a week from Sunday is Spring Break Massacre, the Sunday ahead of WrestleMania weekend, and a flapjack by Trish on Harley Quinn, and an elbow. Needless to say, man, we are excited about what the future holds with HCW. No question about it. Trish, and just really tweaking that knee of Harley. And now Harley with a leg spin on Trish. Shot to the side of the head of Trish. Sends her into the corner. Oh, and a couple punches to the face, and Harley throws Trish off. Forearm. Harley, nope, Trish escapes, and reverse DDT on Harley Quinn. Back and forth action here in this one. Trish went to pin Harley, and Harley kicking out. Before, I think there was even a 1 count. Now a drop kick to the spine, but Harley bounces right back up. Trish an arm drag. Harley misses. Trish got her in a headlock into a spinning head scissor there. Trish going up to the top. Trish telling Harley to get up. Trish went for like a hurricane run off the top. Harley counters into a powerbomb. Trish in trouble. Harley boot right in between the, as Jerry Lawler used to call them, puppies. Trish in trouble still. And Harley, geez, just stood on the back of Trish's thighs and rammed as hard as she could her knees into the mat. And now, flip double knees each time, and Trish Stratus is in trouble. Harley Quinn starting to pick up the momentum here. Shot to the face. Cover. 1, 2, and Trish finds a way to kick out. Harley can't believe it. Harley telling the referee, get out of here, count faster. She may be looking for that no laughing matter DDT. This knocked Stratus out in the triple threat. 1, 2. Trish kicked out that time. I don't know if Harley got all of it, or if Trish willed herself to kick out, or maybe a combination of the two. But she did not keep Trish down that time, where Trish was out cold in that, like I said, that triple threat. Harley now top rope. Big time elbow. Perfectly landed. Cover. 1, 2. Gold in general has eluded Harley Quinn, no matter how close she has come. Singles gold has eluded Trish Stratus. So both of these women want to win this tournament, to say they have a singles title, the Money in the Bank Championship, but more importantly, to cash in. Every time Money in the Bank has been cashed in on either side, men's or women's, it has resulted in a new world champion and a big time Hurricane Run off the top. Cover. 1, 2. Trish surprised by the fact that Harley kicked out. Trish maybe looking for the chick kick. She hits it. Trying to take Quinn's head off. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Trish Stratus advances. And what an opening contest tonight. This thing was highly contested. Harley hit the no laughing matter right here. And Trish Stratus found a way to kick out. Perfect elbow right to the gut. Not enough. Trish would kick out again. And eventually, that Hurricane Run off the top rope, even though it was not enough, led to the tide changing. Trish would go to hit the chick kick and advance to later tonight. She wants to be women's champion. She's on her way to being Mrs. Money in the Bank at least. Trish Stratus. And here comes Catwoman in the first round.
From the United States of America, the Queen, Selena Kyle.
Catwoman won a triple threat match last week to qualify for this thing against Charlotte Flair and Elsa. And her opponent, here comes Ruby Soho. Soho seems focused. Both of these women know that they are what would be considered underdogs in this thing, but truly, I don't think either one of them care about being looked at as underdogs in this tournament. Soho, I definitely know, does not. Catwoman, I think, uses it and thrives on that fact. Here we go, ring the bell. Catwoman charging at Soho into a leg scissor and taking her down in almost like a modified DDT right off the get. Shot to the face and a slap to the face. Catwoman almost insulted by the fact Soho's even here. Hurricanrana! And a cut, or a kick, to the chest. Arm drag takes Ruby down. Got Ruby by the back of the head here. Shots to the gut, again. And again. Sends Ruby in. Ruby reverses. Chop, chop, slaps and chops. Punches and chops. In bunches, and Catwoman is down. Dragging her away. And a huge kick to the ribs. Cover. One. And only a 1 count. But Ruby is putting it on right now, and she is letting Catwoman know as well. Ruby picks Catwoman up. Kick, no. Leg whip. Modified leg whip, like the one that Poison Ivy likes. And snapping the neck. And a shot to the face by Ivy. Or I'm sorry, by Ruby. And a kick to the gut. Ruby power bombing. Catwoman down, and Catwoman's head bounced hard off of that mat. And Ruby now like a modified crossface or camel clutch. Catwoman got out of it quickly though. Kicked though to the gut. And another Hurricanrana takes Catwoman down. Catwoman rolls to the apron trying to collect herself using the ropes to help herself back up. Ruby gets that forearm blocked. Catwoman hits her with one of her own. And power bomb. Spine buster. Sit down. Spine buster. And now Catwoman with a head scissors. And takes her over again. And she's going to take her over one more time. That is incredible leg strength by Catwoman on Ruby Soho. Is she going to flip her again? Yes, she is. That's a lot of torque on the neck of Soho. Catwoman tells Soho to kiss it. Not sure that will be appreciated. And she flips Ruby all the way back. Knee to the back of the head. Cover. 1. Kick to the back. Sends her in. Ruby. And I'm not... Ruby using her legs. I've never seen that. That was all core power and leg strength. Drove Catwoman's face into the second turnbuckle. I have never seen that before. Jawbreaker by Catwoman. Drop kick by Catwoman. And Catwoman ramming Ruby's head into the bottom of the mat. I mean, they got to win. You know, if you're going to win the title, you got to win 2 more matches tonight. The Kings had the benefit of only having to win twice, where the first week, or the first round was a week. The Queen of the Ring tournament, it's all taking place tonight. Drop kick to the back of the head. Catwoman going to work on the knee of Ruby now. Just punishing, kicking, and punching Ruby while she's down. And now this hold is something I have never seen before. You talk about Ruby with the move she executed in the corner, But Ruby gets out of it, kicks Catwoman in the back of the head. Arm drag on Catwoman. Ruby picks her up and hangs her out to dry. And Catwoman blocks that kick. Knee to the side. Knee to the face. Catwoman posing a little bit. Got caught. Suplex by Ruby. Ruby picks Catwoman up. Huge, just taking her down. Ruby going to the top rope. And just like a reverse swanton bomb. 1, 2. I think Ruby calls it, or I know the Headbangers at least did, the stage dive. Ruby. Oh! Huge kick. Cover. 1, 2. And Catwoman kicked out at 2.5. Ruby can't believe it. Trying to get the crowd behind her. I think the crowd is just behind this match in general. These two have delivered. Ruby Soho sends Catwoman to the apron. And Catwoman again blocks and comes back in. And just snaps Soho's head off the mat. And a low blow, that scratching post. Shot. And now, God, look at that. Just ripping the hair out of the head. And posing to do it. And wait a minute. What is happening? Catwoman thinks she sees something. Asuka! Asuka is back! We have not seen Asuka in months and she just took Catwoman's head off. But why? Cover. Come on, ref. 1, 2. No! Catwoman fighting back. Solo's telling the referee it was slow, and she's not wrong. The count was very slow. Arm drag by Catwoman. More so out of place, I guess. Catwoman waiting for Soho to get to her feet. And now Russian leg sweep after. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Catwoman advances. I couldn't check the angle of exactly what she was doing. The bigger story, Asuka is back. Oh my God. That's what she was doing. I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself. Catwoman seems determined to do whatever it takes, as she has advanced to the second round. And we will see her later on this evening. And we are in the midst of our third first round match at Sylvian, best friend of the Women's World Champion Nia Jax. And Sylvia is rolling in the early going. And Nia now, though, with a shoulder tackle. I mean, I know... Oh, what a flip there by Nia Jax. I know Sylvie... God, just ramming Sylvie's head into the mat. I know Ivy would want Nia to win it. And then, in your little team, you have both the World and the Money in the Bank titles. Oh, has a drop toe, and we got Sylvie walk over the back of Nia. And another kick. Oh, God, a stomp to the head. Nia. Uppercut. Sylvie gets out. Clothesline. Raking the eyes of Nia Jax. Sylvie is not above to bend any rules. Like, oh, shot to the face there. Ow, sending Nia into the corner. And Sylvie with a kick that sent Nia to the floor. That was impressive. Nia down. Sylvie a knee. Sylvie, Hurricanrana. And Sylvie is really rolling here. Early on. Big time kick there by Nia Jax. And that was like a sliding kick to the shin by Sylvie. Oh, rams Sylvie's face right into the bar. Forearm to the chin again. Throws Sylvie into the ring. Sylvie in trouble here. Rib breaker by Nia Jax. It is all Nia Jax right now on Sylvie. And Nia again with that flip. Just dropping all of her body weight to the midsection of Sylvie. Sylvie breaks free. Hurricanrana again. Sylvie. No, Nia blocks that forearm. And a jawbreaker instead from Sylvie. Sylvie again. Sylvie running to the top rope. Referee telling her to get down. Sylvie flying. Perfectly lands on Nia Jax. Cover. 1, 2. Nia kicks out. Sends Nia in. Big time back flip. Stomping on the arm. Huge kick by Sylvie on Nia. Nia maybe out cold. Cover. 1. No, excuse me. That was not even a 2 count. Sylvie really cannot believe that. Now the ring is quite dusty, I imagine. Look at that. 1, 2, and Nia gets out. Sylvie telling Nia, stay down. Nia sweeping the legs. Sylvie goes to the apron. Pulling herself up. Nia Jax. Nope, can't get her. Sylvie blocked it. Sylvie back in. Sends Nia, not right into her foot. That's like instead of a short arm clothesline, a short arm heel kick. And handstand springboard moonsault in the ring. Now what is she going to do? She's going to hit it twice. She's going to do it a third time? Holy shit. She nails it a third time. Dragging Nia. A fourth. Oh my God. She is dragging Nia Jax around the ring and hitting these springboard flip moonsaults. A sixth. And after 6 of those, Nia Jax stands up and knocks Sylvie down. And now who is this? Something is happening. Sylvie. The pruning. She hits the pruning. DDT. Nia Jax has been pruned. 1, 2, 3. Sylvie advances. And I'll tell you what. I'm surprised Nia Jax kicked out of half of the things she kicked out of. You want to talk about taking some punishment? Sylvie threw everything she had at Nia, and it took some kind of a distraction. We're not sure exactly what Nia thought she saw or did see. But Sylvie advances with the pruning DDT right there. Getting it done. And Sylvie is in the final four. One more opening round match to take place, and you guys are going to be excited when you see who's in it, I think. And here comes Spider-Gwen, man. Spider-Gwen is truly horrific as she is on HCW. Spider-Gwen. It has been talked about, it has been rumored for a very long time that Gwen Stacy would come to HCW. The day is finally here. Spider-Gwen is here. But her opponent is the most impressive looking She-Hulk. She-Hulk on her way to the ring. The first Hulk in HCW, She-Hulk, has arrived. In the debut of both Spider-Gwen and She-Hulk, we are going to see who can advance to the next round here. And Stacy backing She-Hulk into a corner. I never thought that's how this opening moment was going to go. A shot to the face by Gwen Stacy on She-Hulk, and She-Hulk just wrecking Spider-Gwen out of the corner and picking her up. And a huge brain buster by She-Hulk on Spider-Gwen. And the momentum has completely shifted. I don't think it ever actually got fully going, maybe. Two brainbusters from She-Hulk to Spider-Gwen, but a jawbreaker and a crossbody. It's very much Diesel versus Shawn Michaels here with these two. Spider-Gwen's going to have to out-finesse and out-muscle. Misses a slap. Hits a drop kick, but She-Hulk does not go down. And a power bomb. She-Hulk, big time spinning punch. And Spider-Gwen sends her in. Gwen in control. Leg lock. Shield throws her off a little bit, but big time shot to the gut and a clothesline by She-Hulk, sending Spider-Gwen to the floor. Now, Spider-Gwen and She-Hulk both premiering today. One will go to the second round in the Queen of the Ring Money in the Bank tournament here. Spider-Gwen trying to get some momentum. Throws She-Hulk into the barricade. And now ramming her into the barricade. And now just slamming her head into the ground. Spider-Gwen is turning it around on the outside here. Throws Hulk into the ring. And now She-Hulk immediately shifts gears and is back in control. Spider-Gwen back down. Spider-Gwen slowly forced up, and She-Hulk just airplane spin the shit out of her. She-Hulk is out on her feet. Huge Spartan kick. Dragging Gwen away from the ropes. Cover. 1, 2, and she kicks out. You cannot say anything about the fight of Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Gwen here. She-Hulk has absolutely punished her, but she continues to fight. And big time fall away slam there. 1, 2. Gwen sweeps the legs. Does She-Hulk? The momentum that Gwen Stacy was trying to build yet again is taken care of, and now She-Hulk's got like a cross nerve hold on Gwen. The size differential is substantial, but Gwen Stacy that time powers out of that hold. Drop kick to the spine of She-Hulk. And a huge kick by Gwen Stacy takes She-Hulk all the way down, but a back body drop on the way back up. And the back elbow there. And She-Hulk is back in control. But no, Gwen with an uppercut and a kick. Oh, sending She-Hulk out and over the top. Gwen Stacy throwing She-Hulk in. Going to the top rope. This is where we thought she would excel out. And she does. Huge splash. It's almost like a modified frog splash. 1, 2. She-Hulk kicks out. Sends She-Hulk into the ropes. Drop kick misses. Forearm to the face. She-Hulk. Belly to belly from Gwen Stacy. But again, back body drop on the way up by She-Hulk. Trying to quell the momentum. Now She-Hulk, though, talking to the crowd a little bit. And she, God, just knees to the ribs of Gwen. She's got Gwen tied up in the ropes. And now this fall away slam. Now she looks like she's going to break the damn leg of Gwen Stacy. Look at the torque on this ankle, and Stacy actually rolls out of it. She-Hulk was close to snapping that leg, it looked like. Now knee to the spine of Gwen Stacy. Or knee to the spine of She-Hulk by Gwen Stacy, I should say. Forearm. And a huge kick again. Gwen Stacy just went head over heels after that kick. And She-Hulk. Back elbow by Spider-Gwen. And a huge exploder on She-Hulk. Cover. 1, 2. No! She-Hulk kicks out at 2 3/4. Spider-Gwen can't believe it. She-Hulk back up of a short arm clothesline. Jawbreaker. Crossbody. Oh my God, I'm not sure what Gwen Stacy was trying to do, but She-Hulk just stopped it and threw Gwen across the ring. Now she's got Stacy by the back of the head and just sends her over the top into the floor like a piece of garbage. Gwen Stacy just lying there unconscious, seemingly, and She-Hulk just rolls her back into the ring. Picks her up. What is she gonna do? She's got Spider-Gwen on her shoulders, airplane spin, it looks like into a freaking RKO. I don't know what she calls that, but Gwen kicked out. I can't believe it. But now she's hung up on the ropes. And She-Hulk. She's going to try to hit it again. The spin. And now that was just the spin. She didn't hit the diamond cutter type move. 1, 2. No! And Spider-Gwen kicked out. She-Hulk, I wonder if she would have hit the full move. That diamond cutter RKO style ending to that. If it would have been enough. As is, I can't believe it wasn't. But damn. Gwen trying to power out of that hold there. Belly to belly, yes! Plants She-Hulk down. Cover. Why not? Referee way out of position. 1, 2, 3, it's over! Spider-Gwen has done it! I can't believe it! And that was a slow count on top of it. Man, the amount of punishment she took, though, is pretty substantial. I mean, She-Hulk threw pretty much everything at her. But Spider-Gwen ends up doing it and advancing. Unbelievable, and it is time now, though, for our first of 2 title matches. The HCW World Heavyweight title about to be defended here. And here he comes, the King of the Ring and #1 contender, Darth Vader. On his way down. And I would say most would think that this guy right here is the future HCW champion. But Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, most recently with Thanos, have been reunited, and they seem to be unstoppable. Vader, I wouldn't call him unstoppable, at least not yet. Chucky damn well almost beat him to become the #1 contender in the finals of the King of the Ring. Daniel Bryan, I believe, helped Vader out a lot by hitting Morbius in the head with a baseball bat. Morbius would win that match by disqualification against John Cena. Morbius would attempt to go against doctor's orders against Vader, and Vader didn't even hit him. Morbius was out on his feet, really, and Vader just put him in a small package and pinned him to go to the final. He fought Chucky there. That was a harder battle. But here comes our heavyweight champion. Brock Lesnar is here with Paul Heyman. You don't have to like it, but Brock cashed in Money in the Bank twice. Most notably at WrestleFest Night 1, he won Money in the Bank. And at the end of Night 3, after what was the main event between Leatherface and Loki, he cashed in again. For the second time. And Leatherface thought it was his shining moment. It was ruined by Brock's cash in. The result you can see right there. Brock Lesnar now a 2-time HCW World Champion. Mixed reaction for both combatants here. There it is, HCW World Heavyweight title. Talking to Brock, he feels very good going into this match. Darth Vader just kept talking about how it's been a long road, but he was finally here, and he would not walk out without the title. Heyman and Brock were very vocal about the fact no one has held that title twice except Brock Lesnar, which is technically true. A little bit of a stretch, but technically true. When asked if Brock was concerned about a certain aspect of fighting Vader, the answer, a resounding no, and Vader just flew across the ring and delivered a forearm to the face, dropping the champion, and he is all over Brock Lesnar right now. And I'm not trying to sound biased. I'm not trying to sound anything. Vader extending the hamstring of Lesnar. Lesnar gets out of it. Rolls Vader through. Vader misses a clothesline. Brock was shot in a clothesline of his own, and Vader is down to the floor. So in the early going of this matchup, Vader came out, hit the first big blow. But Brock, as this match went on here in the opening couple minutes, has matched. And now, with a shoulder tackle on the outside, I would say, big time side belly to belly. I would definitely say now the champion has matched and surpassed the intensity of the challenger. But now, Brock Brock blocks that shot. Vader back into the ring. Brock hammering away. Got Vader by the back of the helmet. Ramming him into the corner. Vader reverses. And he just put a shot on Lesnar. And he's got him in the corner. What's he going to do? He's going to hang him up Snake Eye style on the top turnbuckle cover. 1. And Brock kicks out at 1. Kick by Vader. And Brock gets up and delivers a clothesline, takes Vader down. And chinlock by Brock, twerking the neck of Vader. Like he's trying to rip the helmet off. I don't know if he necessarily is, as much as he is trying to break the neck of Vader. Brock, some heavy body shots. The third one gets blocked into a knee and a clothesline from Vader, and now Brock is down. So back and forth. Vader, big dropping fist on Brock. No real solid momentum. If you were grading it or scoring it, I would say you give it to Brock just slightly. But it has been pretty even. And now Vader to the apron. Brock hit a shoulder tackle. Vader is back down. And Brock just taunting him from the ring before deciding to follow him out. And a clothesline, Vader down again. I would say you're definitely giving it on points to Lesnar at this point. Vader slips away from Lesnar. Still on the outside. Suplex on the outside by Vader on Brock. Count as F4. Brock blocks a shot. Kick to Vader. And he's got him and he just takes him down. Slams Vader down on the outside. Count is now at 6. Brock, forearm blocked. Vader, a couple shots. Shots to the body. Mainly, I think, to create separation and to get back into the ring. But Brock now on Vader and now a rib breaker. And he just, again, this relentless on Darth Vader right now is Brock. And, force lightning out of nowhere. And now look at Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is trying to take the turnbuckle off. That distracts the official. The official's reattaching the turnbuckle. Brock is hurt. Vader hit force lightning, and Brock is not recovered. He is out. Brock missing. A huge clothesline by Vader. Turns Brock inside out. Again, since force lightning, Brock has not been right. Vader going to drop another fist on him. Brock still out on his feet, but Vader's wild swing on that clothesline. Brock ducks. Vader misses a forearm. Vader was looking for a force choke. Brock looking for a German suplex. Neither one get what they want. But now Vader. Force choke on Lesnar. And Heyman has the referee distracted again. Come on. Vader has fireman carry by Lesnar. And now he's distracting at Lesnar with a steel chair. Heyman has the referee's attention. Brock hit Vader with his chair. Now the chair's wedged in between the top and second turnbuckle. If you can imagine the home shot on the left hand front. And look at this hold by Lesnar. This is not... He's in it. I don't even know if he fully got it in. It was not something you see Brock do every day. That is for sure. Neck breaker by Vader. Vader picking Brock up. Clothesline. Clothesline. Into the corner. Nip kick. That chair is still in the and force lightning a second time. Cover. And Heyman. God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like Brock is done. Vader, top rope. Referee now has that chair. Vader hit the elbow. Oh my God, Vader. Lesnar out on his feet. Vader, a second force choke. Just plants the champion down. Cover. 1, 2, and oh my God, Brock Lesnar kicked out. Lesnar back body drop. I am speechless. How? Brock, full mount, hammer fists on Vader. Just huge forearms. Still full mount. More hammer fists. How did Brock Lesnar kick out? That time it definitely was not Paul Heyman. He kicked out. Oh, forearm by Vader, and now a takedown by Vader. And Force Lightning got a third time. Cover. 1, 2. We have a new champion. Oh my God, we have a new champion. Brock Lesnar was finally put down. And yes, Paul Heyman helped. But after what was the second force choke, right here is when Vader could have pinned him. But this force choke, after everything, it's almost like Heyman threw in the towel. He wasn't going to interfere. And Brock Lesnar kicked out. But in the end, Darth Vader has fulfilled his destiny and is the new HCW World Champion. Look at this crowd. What a match that was. A new title reign has begun. Vader fulfills his destiny and is your champion, and it is time to really see who wants to be queen of the ring. The second time these women have come out to do battle. Trish one match away. And here comes her opponent, who won in interesting fashion, to say the least. Catwoman is another one who definitely feels like it is her time, and she's willing to do whatever it takes. And here we go. Airplane head scissor by Trish takes Catwoman down. Trish saying, "Let's go," to the fans. They are behind her. Neck breaker by Trish. And a huge shot by Trish. Clothesline. Nip kick right to the jaw of Catwoman, taking her down. Sends Catwoman in. Trish puts Catwoman on the top rope there. And head scissor slam on Catwoman. Remember, they've been through hell already. And a chick kick. Just dropped Catwoman. 1, 2. Catwoman kicked out. Trish cannot believe it. Frankly, either can I. Knee to the face of Trish. Catwoman flying head scissors into her Karana, perfectly executed. Trish going outside to the floor. Trish got Catwoman by the back of the head. Elbows to the midsection to get Trish off of her by Catwoman. Catwoman got her again. She's going to slam her into the guardrail. Yes, she is. Got Trish by the back of the head again. Slamming her into the apron. Throwing her into the ring. Kick to the hamstring, telling Trish to kiss it. Kick to the small of the back, looked nasty. Ramming Trish's head into the mat. And now, looking like she's going to separate Trish's arm from her body here is Catwoman. Cover. 1, 2. Not quite. Drop kick to Trish. Blows Trish, who is down, face down. A kiss does Catwoman. Head scissor here. She did this flip, and Trish that time actually got out of it. Catwoman was flipping Ruby Soho multiple times in that headlock. Jawbreaker, that tells you the strength of Trish Stratus into that flying head scissor Karana again. And Trish on the apron here, trying to pull herself back up to her feet. She's leaned over the top, and oh my God, Catwoman just took her head off. Blocked kick by Trish. Trish now with Catwoman. By the back of the neck. Ramming Catwoman's head into the safety rail. Forearm to the face. Fireman carrying a back kick. Oh my God. That was like a reverse chick kick. And she absolutely landed it perfectly on the temple of Trish Stratus. You couldn't have hit that more perfect if you tried. And Trish just flipped up and hit almost the reverse on Catwoman. And now Trish with a diving drop kick to the side of Catwoman's face. I don't know how either one of these two are going to win in the finals. They have beaten the hell out of one another. Catwoman now just hits a kick when Trish was bent over and sends Trish to the outside. Catwoman following her, and she throws Trish back in. Oh, Trish has missed wildly on a clothesline, but she blocks a kick from Catwoman and now hits a forearm. But Trish is countered by Catwoman with a knee and a drop kick. Trish seems a little loopy. Catwoman raking the eyes. There's the scratching post. She drags Trish from around under the ropes. 1, 2. Trish kicked out. Wonder if she's going to resort. I'm told when she clamps on, she calls that catnip. And she is, no, whatever she was going to do, I'm not sure. It was countered, and now whatever Trish was going to do is also countered. And clothesline, Trish's head hits the turnbuckle, and oh my God, look at this hold. But Trish is in the ropes. And it may be a good thing that she was. What a night we have seen so far, man. New heavyweight champion. One of these two is going to go to the finals. And we still have a women's world title match. Moana challenging Poison Ivy. Trish going to the top rope. Diving, huge dive, much like Ruby Soho did. You go sitting senton bomb, and Catwoman. Trish got Catwoman by the back of the head. Catwoman blocks a kick, hits one of her own. Was looking for that spinning kick again, but missed it. But Trish still out on her feet. Catwoman head scissor takedown. Now a spinning leg drop. Trish is down. Trish is hurt. Catwoman snapping the neck at Trish Stratus. Trish using both legs to kind of kick Catwoman away from her. Catwoman misses an enziguri. Kick. That flying head scissor again, and she lands it, and Trish crawling to get to her feet. Slapped by Catwoman. Sends Trish into the corner. Trish misses. Catwoman head scissor. Hurricanrana from the corner. Sends Trish across the ring. Stratus is down. And there was a huge uppercut. Trish blocks the follow-up kick. Arm drag. Catwoman down. This match, like I said, I don't see how either one could win another one after this. They have taken everything from each other in this thing. What a matchup. Catwoman ramming Trish's head into the turnbuckle. And crucifix slam, Catwoman on Trish. Trish has not had an offensive maneuver in the last couple minutes. Momentum really on Catwoman's side. She rakes the eyes. Scratching post again. That may be it. Referee out of position. 1, 2. Catwoman does not advance yet. I cannot believe it. Catwoman waiting for Trish, and she's got catnip locked in. She's got the catnip locked in, but Trish comes out of it. Flying forearm by Stratus. Catwoman to the outside. Damn. What a match this has been. Trish with a forearm and a takedown, countered into an electric chair drop. Reverse electric chair drop by Catwoman. 2. Trish kicked out. We fight on here. Drop kick to the head. 1, 2. Catwoman definitely seems to be a little bit in shock over the fact that Trish has continued to stay in this match. She just spins, throwing Trish face down into the mat. Trish was going for a backbreaker. Trish counters. Just a slap to Trish's face. Throws Trish into the corner. Trish ducks. Elbow. What is she doing? Huge scratching post there. She just wrapped herself around the steel post. I'm not sure why she didn't try to pin Trish after landing that kick around the steel post. Trish puts Catwoman on the top rope. Catwoman fights off of the ropes. Sends Trish into the corner. Trish looks out on her feet. Catwoman just kicking her. Spin kick, Trish down. Now springboard kicks to the chest. Breaking the eyes. Cat scratch fever there. Again for a third time. Cover. It's got to be it. 1, 2. It is. My goodness, Catwoman is in the final. What a match. Is all I will say. Take catnip or cat scratch fever and the scratching post out of the equation are the controversy of those holds and moves. Catwoman certainly does not care. God, Trish really hit her head there. If you think they're controversial or not, she keeps winning. She's in the final. One match away from being the cat in the bank. And for Trish Stratus, it's back to the drawing board, unfortunately, as far as pursuing that singles championship that has eluded her goes. And it is time for the second of the final four matchups. You talk about Catwoman taking punishment in the last match. Spider-Gwen took a ton of punishment from She-Hulk, but found a way to win. Will she be able to do it against Sylvie, who took a ton of punishment from Nia Jax? Like, everybody's beat up at this point. You're hurt, I'm hurt. Let's fight because I want to continue fighting in the final. Is what it boils down to here. Sylvie with a shot to the back. Sends Spider-Gwen into the corner. Sylvie. Huge! Pruning DDT. But Spider-Gwen fights on. Kick to the knee of Sylvie. I can't believe Spider-Gwen is standing after Sylvie hit that, like, super prune DDT. Leg rock by Spider-Gwen. Sylvie gets out of it. Monkey flip by Spider-Gwen on Sylvie. Kick to the thigh by Spider-Gwen. Got Sylvie by the back of the hair now. Back of the head. Hangs her up on the top rope and just flips her back into the ring. Cover. Spider-Gwen almost seems to. Sylvie kicks out. Spider-Gwen almost seems like lost as to what to do right now. Kick by Sylvie on Spider-Gwen. Doesn't really do anything other than create some distance for the time being, but Sylvie sidesteps that drop kick. And now she's pulling the arm of Sylvia Spider-Gwen. Picks Gwen up, one for a slap, but Sylvie blocked it, but Spider-Gwen hits a clothesline. And a kick to the head. And again. And again. And again. And Sylvie down. Snaps the neck of Sylvie does Gwen. Spider-Gwen picking Sylvie up. Belly to belly. She plants her. Cover. 1, 2. Sylvie kicks out barely. Spider-Gwen looks like she cannot believe Sylvie was able to kick out. Spider-Gwen now. Exploder into the corner. Sylvie screaming as she landed on her arm. 2, 3. No! Sylvie got kicked out. How she broke her collarbone. But she kicked out. Jawbreaker. And a reverse neck breaker by Sylvie. Knee by Sylvie. Sylvie trying to take the leg down. Spider-Gwen just countered into an arm lock. And now elbow to the back of Sylvie's elbow. Sends Sylvie in. Drop kick to the spine while she was in the corner. Sylvie though blocking a kick. And now crucifix pin, but Spider-Gwen's legs were in the ropes. But Sylvie still with some fight in her. Headlock. Spider-Gwen sidesteps whatever that was going to be from Sylvie. And a snap suplex on Sylvie. Sylvie sweeps Spider-Gwen's legs. Wild shot from Sylvie. Missing on Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen Hurricanrana. Now she's got Sylvie back in that leg lock again. Rolls Spider-Gwen through. Forearm. Shots. Oh, big time knee from Sylvie. Sends Gwen into the corner. What is she going to do? She's going to take Spider-Gwen to the top rope. But Spider-Gwen comes out, counters, and snaps Sylvie's head back. Cover 1, 2. Drop kick to the back of Sylvie's head. And Sylvie with a Hurricanrana out of nowhere. And Sylvie's going to the top rope. What is Sylvie going to try here? Gwen up, Sylvie. Oh, God. Whatever it was going to be, it just got countered. But Sylvie's still fighting. Kick to the gut, Sylvie. And no, there's the belly to belly. And I don't think... Cover. 1, 2. And Sylvie, God, kicked out again. Gwen can't believe it. Frankly, either can I. Gwen, exploder suplex on Sylvie. On that hurt shoulder. 1, 2. It's over. It's Catwoman versus Spider-Gwen in the final. And I don't think Sylvie was really right after that powerbomb counter. Maybe it was just instinct. Definitely tough, no doubt about that. Right there is where it looked like she separated her shoulder. But she continued to fight. But the punishment just kept continuing. And Spider-Gwen has found a way on her first night to beat 2 top-tier talents. Unbelievable. 1 win away for Spider-Gwen. And here comes the #1 contender, Moana. Is here. Moana has really shooken up the women's division. And it was decreed that she was going to get the title match here tonight. A lot of people have said that right now is when this lady, this woman, the year of Ivy ends. Is when she has to defend against Moana. That has been a lot of the talk. I don't know if I necessarily believe it. And Nia Jax is actually back out here after losing earlier to the now finalist in the Queen of the Ring, Spider-Gwen. The world champion, Poison Ivy, has her corner women, Nia Jax, in tow. That as it may, many think that this is where the story for Poison Ivy ends right now. I'll tell you what. Say what you will, she continues to find ways to win, does Ivy. And she is your World Heavyweight Champion. She has defended that title multiple times. She is deserved that title. Women's World Champion.
Introducing the
She's earned to be called
Isle of Samoa, the
that
Princess
name.
of Anna. Introducing the
We saw
champion from Sydney, Australia. She is the women's champion, the Queen.
the return of Asuka tonight. Asuka has come close to winning that title before. Obviously, I think she was upset that she was not invited into the tournament. Neither one of them care now. But maybe they will down the line as Moana Luthez press on Ivy right out of the gate. And a kick. Now just pulling at the arm of the champion. Ivy trying to shake that out. Moana's going to the top rope here. Moana right in front of Nia Jax just lands that tribal spike right into the chest of... But Ivy, God, just hit that Ninzaguri and kicks to the ribs to answer. So, Ivy took Moana's best shot seemingly, and she is here. But now Moana, shot to the chest, sends Ivy in, goes down, and a drop kick on the champion, and Ivy is back down. So was that Moana's best shot, or was it just her opening strategy? Jawbreaker by Ivy on Moana. Clothesline. Moana goes to the outside to regroup, and Ivy blows her a kiss. Here we are. Moana on a stunner on Ivy. Straight stone cold stunner on Poison Ivy. Has to have rocked her now. Modified Texas Cloverleaf. Nia Jax has not done anything so far to distract the official, as the champion is in dire straits. So much so she's going to roll to the outside to try to get her wits about her seemingly. And Moana's going to follow her out there, and Ivy immediately takes advantage and is going to snake eye Moana on the apron. Holy God. Talk about a shift. Moana should have never went to the outside. And now Ivy continuing to hammer away on Moana here. Forearms from the champion, a kick to the gut. But now Moana with a tribal shot and a Russian leg sweep. Maybe Moana will end up taking this thing. Arm drag there on the outside. And a shot. And another one. The count is at... Ivy. Shot to the elbow there. Ivy against the ropes and a huge running knee on Moana. Moana, perhaps a last-ditch effort, sends her in, and Ivy counters with a DDT. Too many shots to the head, I think. Moana's hurt. Huge kick there. Moana down. The champion right now is feeling it right now. Moana, since that snake eyes on the apron, I don't think she's fully recovered. Elbow there. And another. And another. Trying to shake the cobwebs out. forearms, kicks, more kicks. Moana says no. Sends Ivy into a half crab. Nia Jax just looking on as Ivy fights out of it herself. Remember that scene. Nia was not really helping much at all there. Oh, kick by Moana to the face. Sends Ivy into the corner. Shoulder. Ivy is down. The tribal march of Moana. Right here. Here it comes. And she lands it. We're going to have a new champion. Cover. 1. No. Only 1. Holy shit. Only 1. Russian leg sweep by Ivy. Moana now down. Ivy to the top. Ivy into a huge counter by Moana. Dropping Ivy down. Moana Hurricanrana. Listen to this crowd. Ivy hurt. Clothesline. Another. Moana's rolling. Sends Ivy into the corner. Back elbow by... Oh, she went for the leg whip and Moana countered it. Ivy right there went for the leg whip. It was countered. Knee by Ivy, and she went for it again and couldn't land it. Back elbows, trading blows. Moana sends her into the ropes with a drop kick. Holy smokes. This is getting intense. Moana has got Ivy up. Look at this hold. Oh, this is a knee lock, an ankle lock, both. Ivy fights out of it. Moana counters, breaks the hold. Hurricanrana again. The champion is in trouble. Ivy like dead weight right now. I'm not sure where Moana just finally gives up. Moana feet on the ropes. Ivy kicks out Moana. There you see what Moana's willing to stoop to. And there's the leg whip. A forearm stunned Moana. It was enough. And it is. Enough of an opening and poison. Ivy hit the leg whip and put Moana down. But man, what a match. And it means more. It definitely means more. Look at this counter. But it was not the end. Right in front of Nia Jax. But it has to mean more to Ivy, the fact that she won this thing clean. It was a great match. And Moana tried to cheat to win. Says a lot. But Ivy remains world champion. What a year Poison Ivy has had. You cannot take anything away from that. And this crowd is acknowledging the hard work she has put in as HCW Women's World Champion. And it is now time. The finals of the Queen of the Ring are here, man. It's either going to be Catwoman or it's going to be Spider-Gwen. Who leaves Mrs. Money in the Bank and who leaves the Queen of the Ring? We're about to find out. She seems confident. But the amount of punishment her opponent has taken and has just continued to win, Spider-Gwen, I think, has won over this crowd as far as who they're going to vote for right now. Big time match here. Her first night in HCW. She's the most talked about Spider-Gwen in the finals of the Queen of the Ring. And she lands a Hurricanrana immediately on Catwoman. Pulling on the leg of Catwoman. Sends her into the ropes. And Hurricanrana again. Takes her down again. Gwen has controlled this match, really from the get-go. On Catwoman, slap to the face. It's a little aggressive. Sends her in. Catwoman up and over. Back in. Catwoman goes for a shot to the gut. And Catwoman counters with a huge DDT. Snaps the neck of Stacy. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Catwoman pulling the leg or arm of Gwen Stacy there. Oh, back elbow by Gwen to get Catwoman off of her. Takes her down. Drags Catwoman across away from the ropes. Cover. Catwoman kicks out at 2.5. Both of these women have been beaten so badly here. Beaten up. Off the top, and she misses that elbow. Is Catwoman going to capitalize? Catwoman swings wildly and misses. Sit-down powerbomb by Gwen on Catwoman. Spider-Gwen, there's the belly-to-belly. She just planted her. Is that going to be it? No, Catwoman. Still fighting. Catwoman showing off to the crowd. Gwen Stacy on the rope. Catwoman off of the rope. Springboard stunner on Gwen Stacy. But Gwen gets up of a jawbreaker on Catwoman. Gwen exploder out of nowhere. Cover. 1, 2. Spider-Gwen wins the whole thing. Holy shit, what a night. Holy smokes. Spider-Gwen on her first night in HCW has won this thing. And is now Mrs. Money in the Bank in the final Money in the Bank champion. What a night for Gwen. Spider-Gwen does it. We will see you next week for another mega week of HCW action and a huge announcement. Thank you for watching, everybody. Good night, everyone.